my mood, tryna steal swag. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag, I got a big Mac. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be tryna steal my mood, tryna steal swag.
There we go. Hey, there we go. I had to turn my sound on. Let me turn down my volume so it's not an echo on my end. Hey, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Shot Clock. Week 10, high school basketball, Greater Houston. Man, a lot of hoop took place. A lot of good games. But before we get into all that, fellas, health wellness check, man. How y'all feeling? Everything going well? And how was your weekend?
You can go ahead, Rob.
Um, you know, I get on here. I get on here and say my week was good. My week is good. I'm blessed to be alive. My kids good. I ain't had a best week, but tough times don't last. Tough people do. That's what I can say. Just when you feel like it's right. Go ahead.
No, mentally 1 through 10, where you at, man? Like,
man, mentally last week I was probably like at a 4. I wasn't. I'm just being honest with the people because we supposed to be honest with the people. I wasn't mentally, myself. That's why I didn't attend no games last week. Just a lot going on, man. Sometimes people see us on the camera and in the gyms, and I ain't gonna say we faking because we love what we do, but people don't sometimes care about your problems, so you have to just suck it up and do the job. But I wouldn't be me if I came on here and tried to fake it. So last week was a tough week, but like I said, man, tough people last, tough times don't. So the bounce backs week gonna be good, man. So it was all right. That's why I didn't attend any games last week though.
And
busy week, man. For me, my wife had surgery about a week ago, so that just been busy, just helping her get back and forth, doing different things. She got a checkup today, so everything was good. So moving on a little bit better, but good week. Just really busy now that it's getting to the AAU time, getting closer and closer. So but it's doing well. But I got you over there, Rob. Got you. Last week was a little tough. So I got you.
So mentally, where's your headspace at, man? From last week, 1 through 10, man.
Oh, I was good, man. I was probably about an 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? I was good.
Okay.
So man. I like Rob say, man. It just goes. You know what I'm saying? Today MLK Day, so it's just how it goes. Like I got a little quote for y'all. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So hey, that's just that's just how we got to do it. MLK said it best, baby. We got to keep moving forward.
Facts.
No, facts, man. There's gonna be a lot of MLK drops on today, man.
Hey, bet that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of MLK drops, man. Man, for me, good weekend. Was able to attend a couple of games. And then on Saturday, my daughter had her first gymnastics meet of the season. So, that's a different beast. Me mentally, I'm about an 8 too, man. Like about an 8. But that gymnastics, man, like I hear parents complain about basketball and pricing and entry fees and all that other stuff, but gymnastics, I can't speak on volleyball per se, or anything like that, but as far as the girls' events go, I know girls' basketball games can be expensive as well. Like when it gets to like girls AAU, But those gymnastics fees, and I'm not talking about you just pay once and stay all day. Like this is per session, and each session is only about 2 hours. Um, and so they don't play, man. They tax heavily. So if you got a big family, hey, I see people with big families coming. So hey, man, um, shout out to those people, man. But just want to salute my daughter on here. She did her thing. Always room for improvement. Could do better. She already knows that. She knows we as parents, we tough. We're gonna be on her. Just competitive by nature. That's just who we are. And so just want to hope everybody had a really good weekend. Um, like Coach Ant said, it's Martin Luther King Day today, man. So I gotta play my favorite clip on this day. All right.
Can you make my hair look like this?
Oh, man, what you want to make your hair look like that for? Well, I like the way your hair wear natural. That's good, man. I wish more of the young children today would wear their hair natural like Dr. Martin Luther King did. That's right. You ain't never seen Dr. Martin Luther King with no messy Jerry curl on his head. Ain't that right?
Amen.
Dr. King ain't come walk around like that. Sweet, I met Dr. Martin Luther King once.
And you lying. You ain't never met Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I met Dr. Martin Luther King in 1962 in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, just walking off, feeling good. I walk around the corner, man woke up, hit me in my chest, right? I fall on the ground, right? And I look up, it's Dr. Martin Luther King. I said, Dr. King. He said, oops, I thought you were somebody else.
Oh, man, you lying. You ain't never met Martin Luther the King.
Knocked the wind out of me. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Hey, Coming to America, classic. Hey, that's
Hey,
one
boy.
of my
Hey.
favorite clips.
Hey, boy. Hey, that was on cue.
From beginning to end, man. And I'm gonna probably play it like 2 more times today.
Hey,
but
that was on cue.
hey, yeah. Hey man, you ain't never met no Dr. Martin Luther King.
Hey.
Hey man, I love it.
we need to bring that back for these kids today with these haircuts. You ain't never seen Dr. King wear his hair like that.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, no, not no Jerry curl, not the little sponge, the plaques,
the afro that looks like I do not give a.
yeah, all those. But man, I just hope that everybody this week goes into this week with a positive mindset, basketball, business sense, whatever it is that you do. Try to do it to your best capabilities. Don't grumble, don't gripe, don't complain. If you get knocked down, dust yourself off, get back up, get back at it. Keep grinding, keep working, keep going. Encourage yourself when things look bleak. It may not look good. You got to learn how to encourage yourself, pick your own self up, and keep going and keep moving. And just try to stay as positive as possible. I know it's tough at times, but just try to stay positive, keep moving and grooving, keep shaking, man. And good things come to those who deserve those things. Good things come to those who are patient and wait as well. And so I just want everybody to have a blessed week, man. Before we really hit hard on the show. Are you raising your hand?
No, I'm not raising my.
Oh, I was about to say, man. Hey,
a year ago, I don't raise my hand.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
hey, let Rob talk, man. Let Rob talk.
Next, we got Karen's Corner coming up here shortly, man. But just want to let people know, hey, on this show, ain't no raising your hands. Jump in anytime on the comment section. Y'all hop in whenever. Make any comment that y'all want. Whatever the topic is related, we'll try to touch on it. Show it on the screen. Try to get you guys engaged as well and show everybody love, man. Like I said, coming up next, we got Carol's Corner. So y'all stay tuned. We finna get into Carol's Corner real quick. Let's get it, man.
One thing you'll never see me do, and that's giving up. That money, you right, can't get enough. Pump pressure to the game, and I ain't letting up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My guest will be on shortly. Oh, here he is, man. And we got the second guest of the year on Carol's Corner, my main man, Kobe Raspberry, man. Welcome to the corner, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
Doing great, man. Pretty excited. All the stuff going on, man. I'm pretty excited.
Okay. Well, we know you a busy man, Kobe. So we gonna jump right to it, man. We gonna jump right into it. You made a commitment a couple of weeks ago,
Yes, sir.
to Graceland University in Lamoni, Iowa.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some people may not know that you had a Division II scholarship offer to Cameron.
Yes, sir.
So why did you choose Graceland over them and other colleges that may have offered you?
I feel like going to Graceland, I'm gonna have the opportunity to play right away, and that's what I want to do. I feel like their culture is, I love it. I love the way they play, how hard they play. The coaches, I mean, they were amazing. They talked to me almost every day. I feel like they wanted me the most, and I felt like I can go in there and make a impact right away and play a lot for them coming in right away.
Okay. Were there besides Cameron, were there any other schools that was in the running for your services?
Not Friends University, close to them as well. I really like them as well. I really love the coach over there, Coach Macbeth. But really, besides that, no, it was really them three for my top three. That was really deciding between.
Okay. How were your parents involved in your recruitment?
Oh yes, sir. They're very. I mean, my mom's gets everything out on social media. As you know, she's very involved. So is my dad. Was very involved, talking to the coaches every day. Both of them super involved, and I'm really appreciative of them that they did that and helped me out.
Okay. Was the level of school ever a big factor in any decision that you were going to make?
No, sir. I never once really ever thought of the level. I just want to go play somewhere and have the opportunity to play right away.
Got you. So coming in your next year, what's your expectations at Graceland for yourself individually?
My expectation is hopefully to work myself up the rotation right away, obviously. But I really want to work on my jumping, get more athletic, get stronger, quicker, and really just develop as a player. That's pretty much my expectations.
All right, I gotta throw you some questions about high school in there too, man. I gotta ask you. Y'all on a 7-game win streak. Just talk about that for a minute.
Well, thank God our team's coming together at the right time. I have to say that we got a really, really good win versus a tough Side Springs team this past game. This district, our district is very hard, man. So game by game, there's nothing easy, man. I mean, getting these wins is very tough. But the way we're playing right now, man, I'm really excited to just keep getting these games in because we're playing really probably at the highest level that we're going to play at. And if we just keep doing this, I'd say we have a very good shot of winning our district.
All right, and y'all got a big matchup Saturday against South Falls for first place of district team. What do you do to prepare for matchups like that?
I prepare. I like to watch a lot of film on the teams we're playing, and I like to just lock my guys in days before, make sure leading the team, make sure that everyone's in a right mindset going into the game, and no one's really playing around. I mean, it's it's probably the biggest game of the year for us, no doubt, because they're coming into our house, and we need this win because they're coming to our house. We have to take this one if we want to win district. So, yes, sir.
What you think? Like, I mean, we seen when I say we, me, Jeffrey, we seen y'all at the Cypress tournament. What you think was the turnaround for y'all, and when y'all got to district that got y'all on that 7-game win streak? Like, what was it? Was it good practices, or did y'all gel together more from non-district? Like, what you think was a determining factor in there?
I think everyone's finally realizing that we have to play as a team to win. I mean, all the stuff we had pre-district, going one-on-one, all that, it really didn't work that much. And we finally, we played a Taxida. We did that killed us. We started to realize that we have to play as a team, and when we do, there's rarely any teams that can beat us when we play as a team. And I think all the leadership, we have a bunch of leaders on our team, and I feel like everyone that's talked and everyone that's done that, I think everyone's gotten in with each other, and we've like talked a bunch. We've had these serious talks with the coaches, and I think everyone's bought in finally that playing as a team is what's gonna get us that first place.
Gotcha. Well, I know your mom watched the show. I know you probably watched the show too. So we're gonna end the segment with the legendary this or that. I'm gonna give you two choices. You tell me which one you like better. So the first question I'm gonna ask you, because this is gonna determine if we still gonna be friends or not. LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Man, I mean, it's a pretty obvious question for me. If we're talking all time, I'm gonna take Michael. But if we're talking about more all around player, I'm gonna go LeBron.
Okay, I get
my personal. I'd say LeBron.
Okay, okay.
But I'm more of a newer kid. I didn't get to watch Michael like that, so
I respect that. I respect it. Individual workouts or 5-on-5 pickup?
5-on-5 pickup for me.
Why?
I feel like getting up and down the court is just, I mean, don't get me wrong, individual workout's really fun, work on your craft and stuff, but 5-on-5, I just love the competitiveness and getting up and down and getting a lot of shots up and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Game-winning shot at home or game-winning shot on the road?
Game-winning shot on the road for sure.
Silence the crowd?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna see the feet.
I'm gonna give you 5 questions. I normally do 4. A win over South Park or a win over South Falls? What's bigger?
A win over South Falls for sure. I think South Park, they're good, but this year without AJ, I don't think they're as good. But they're still a really solid team.
I got you. And the 5th one, because you stay in the house with them, UT or Ole Miss?
UT for sure.
Oh, man, come on, man. No, man, come on, man. Well, thank you, Kobe, for coming on Carol's Corner, man. Give everybody your Instagram, your Twitter, so they can find you.
Yeah, go ahead. Give your information, Kobe. Go ahead.
My Instagram. I gotta pull it up real quick. I can't remember. My Instagram ad is Kobe.Raspberry. Yeah, you got it right there. You see it. You got it.
That's the Twitter. You might
That's
tell
the Twitter. Kobe Raspberry 12.
Yeah, my Instagram
Kobe.Raspberry. Follow him. Check him out.
Right there.
All you gotta do is get on Instagram, type in Kobe Raspberry. He's not one of them kids who is little turn up, little white chocolate. Like it's just Kobe Raspberry, baby, all day, every day, man. I love it. Hey, Kobe, hold on before you. Rob asked a silly question. Now you see that UT right there you see the UT in the picture,
you see
right?
Right here.
You don't see that? You don't see that?
Yeah,
bro. It's a house. Hold on, man. It's a house divided, though, man. Mr.
My dad is
man.
More,
No, look.
Mr. Raspberry, my guy.
Hello,
you know, Miss Tori is UT all day, every day.
I rock with Miss Tori, but we got to show Mr. Raspberry a little love too, man. Now you know
we do.
Hot toddy up here,
my dad is a bigger UT fan than he is Ole Miss.
What? Oh,
yeah.
Mr. Raspberry, you've been lying to me this whole time.
But Rob, is it closer to go to Oxford or Austin?
Hey man, that ain't the question, man.
So what you think? He went to tons of UT games, so it's just gonna be UT automatically.
Yeah,
we don't lose
Look,
no
hold on, Rob.
Man.
This for you, Rob, on the screen. That's for you, Rob.
Normally, I would do a disrespectful hand sign right now, but since Miss Raspberry is one of my favorite people in the basketball community, I'm not gonna do that. Kobe, I want to say this before you go, though, man. Awesome family. We appreciate y'all. Y'all been supporting us since day one. Miss Raspberry, Mr. Raspberry, and yourself, man. I just want to say that I'm appreciative of you coming on my segment.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me
And
on.
just the student athlete that you are, man. I watch from afar y'all family, and I love how y'all interact in the close knit that y'all have, man. I just want to
Yes,
say
sir.
that.
Thank you.
Oh, Gary, I
Mr.
ain't even
Raspberry
looked at
said,
it.
"Hotty toddy, Rob. Hotty toddy."
He said I love them both. How they
Yeah, hotty
All
toddy.
right, man.
Appreciate you,
Well,
Kobe,
thank you.
man.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Yep, thank you for hopping on.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
said if they
Raspberry
play
said
each other,
if Mr. Raspberry said if they play each other, Ole Miss though.
what I'm talking about, Mr. Raspberry, let them know. Let them know.
Right,
Man, appreciate it, Coach.
No, I was about to say you about to have them going back and forth in the house, man. We're gonna have UT Ole Miss battles going on, man.
Mr. Raspberry don't get put on that couch for me now. No. That couch lonely now. Hey man,
that was Kobe. I meant to say one thing before he hopped off. But just for everybody else, like who may have not been really paying close attention, since he made or announced, his commitment, like his numbers have went way up. And so a lot of times with kids,
the pressure
that weighs on them heavily. Even if it's to somebody else, it may not be, other people may be like, oh, he just going to Grace. Man, look, going to college, just making that decision is not an easy decision, regardless of where you're going, because for a lot of kids, it's not just about playing basketball per se, but also my education. And so I want to make sure that they got what I want to major in. I want to make sure that I can be possibly set up with internships. All that stuff goes into consideration. And so, it can be tough on any kid, no matter if you just going academically. But once you make that decision, it's always like a weight lifted off your shoulder. Play more freely, and stuff like that, man. Baller plug, what's going on, man?
First appearance of the new year, man.
Nothing much. Y'all doing all right?
We're doing good, man. Real quick, health wellness check, man. How you feeling? How you doing? How was your weekend? Oh, whoa. You all right? You good?
When did we start doing those?
Man, see, because you don't be coming on the show early, man.
Man, we've been doing that for weeks.
But we've been doing them, man. What you mean, man?
Everything's fine, just everything's okay. Could be worse, but I'm blessed.
That's good, man. That's good.
So what y'all doing?
Man, hold on, I just want to say something. I've been holding this publicly too. I know we talking about high school basketball, but if y'all know Dre McDonald, can y'all call Dre and check on him? Because I haven't heard from him since yesterday when the 49ers beat the Cowboys. He ain't been on social media. He ain't texting the group chat. He ain't called. I don't know what. If y'all know Dre McDonald, if y'all know a Cowboy fan, I know a couple, right? I owe some more money. I'm going to pay him too. But if y'all know Dre McDonald, y'all call Dre and check on him and make sure he good, because I just been seeing tumbleweeds on his Twitter. He one of the most active Twitter followers I got, man. That's how I forgot to say that. I just wanted to say that publicly, man. Shout out to all the Cowboys fans, man, that get let down. Hey, when I pass away, I want 6 Cowboys fans to be my pallbearer so they can let me down one more time. You feel me? You feel me?
Wrong for that.
What's up, Mr. Spencer?
You feel me? Hey, don't y'all get clipped by the 49ers next week.
Say, man, I'm quiet. I was hoping we was practicing on Sunday. I told y'all, only thing in football I believe in is winning your division, and then you get into the playoffs. Everything else don't matter. You can go 0 and whatever against other divisions. That don't matter. You win your division, take care of home, and you good. But somebody check on OG Coach Kemp. He is still a fan. I saw him.
Hey, can I ask one question, please? Can I ask one more question?
Corey Mom said, "Don't do them like that, man."
I'm sorry.
Don't do them Cowboy fans like that, man.
Is it better to not make the playoffs or to make the playoffs and lose in the first round?
make the playoffs and lose in the first round, bro.
Yeah, it's better than not. My team ain't made the playoffs
Well,
for
I'm just
never.
salty because we was this close. So maybe
But
I'm
It's
this
for
just
never.
salty.
like we take for granted the playoffs. That shit ain't no cakewalk.
It ain't. And I pointed something out. A lot of people kind of overlooked it, but if you go, and we're gonna get back to high school basketball, but if
Yeah,
you
I'm
go,
sorry.
no, you good. If you go 1-4 against playoff teams who aren't in your division, like what is your real expectations when you go to the playoffs?
Hey, the Cowboys think
That
that they
don't.
going to bowl every year. It's been 11. It's been 11 consecutive,
Hey, but
like
they made the
playoff seasons
playoffs
where they
though. It
haven't
don't.
made
Hey,
the conference finals. That's
they
the
made the
most ever.
playoffs, Rob. That's all that
They
matters.
did. They beat us and they made the playoffs. That's you did. We even. What do you mean?
That's
We even.
Jacoby said. Get
I don't owe him nothing. We even because we both finished 9-8. We even.
And I
We're
don't usually show my text messages like that. But Jacoby didn't hit me the last 3 times I was on the show. Ask Rob, and I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I am.
Rob, because I thought y'all was gonna make the playoffs.
Hey, I am content with my team. We got the best young quarterback in football. We just got a couple of things to tweak, and we got $80 million in free agency. So I am content. We did not make the playoffs, but I am really. We got the next John Elway, so I am good. And that hoodie you got is fire, bro. That hoodie you got on is fire.
Don't compare Herbert to Elway. Elway didn't win a Super Bowl until he was almost 50.
I would definitely take John Elway. Definitely will. That's a good comparison. Hey, where can I get one of those at? Can I get one of those?
that's from
Man, you see that,
2020.
Y'all got all the merch, man. I ain't got no.
You ain't even.
Oh,
Hey
that's it.
man, we had the event rocking. Mainly
I know.
Hey.
G Dot had it rocking.
We on for Jim Connor, and I got some big surprises to announce too.
Hey,
We gonna get to that, man.
When you do things right the first time, blessings come the second time. So
We just
like,
talked about that, man. Being positive, doing what's right, doing what's good. You always get the benefit later on, man. You do.
In a month, we'll talk about that.
Facts.
You do, man. But yeah, coming up, yeah, we got what you're talking about, Willis. It's gonna be coming up here pretty soon, man. Hey, it's MLK Day. You know what I'm saying? So one more again. I gotta do it one more time, man. Martin Luther King Jr.
Can you make my hair look like this? Oh, man, what you want to make your hair look like that for? Well, I like the way your hair wear natural. That's good, man. You know, I wish more of the young children today would wear their hair natural like Dr. Martin Luther King did. That's right. You ain't never seen Dr. Martin Luther King with no messy Jerry curl on his head. Ain't that right? Amen. Dr. King ain't come walk around like that. You know, sweet, I met Dr. Martin Luther King once.
And you lying. You ain't never met Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I met Dr. Martin Luther King in 1962 in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, just walking off, feeling good. I walk around the corner, man woke up, hit me in my chest, right? I fall on the ground, right? And I look up, it's Dr. Martin Luther King. I said, Dr. King. He said, oops, I thought you were somebody else.
Oh, man, you lying. You ain't never met Martin Luther King.
Knocked the wind out of me. Yes, he did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Hey, he said you ain't never met Martin Luther the King.
Hey, for you to pull that out though, you're a real one. You're a real one.
Hey, that's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. I can't lie.
How did you like part 2 though?
Honestly, I had to watch it 3 times. So I wouldn't judge it because the first time I was judging from the first one, and so I was like, I didn't really like it.
You can't do that.
Yeah, watched it again, and I was like, So then the third time, I just went into it open mind, understood everything that they was doing, and then I was like, okay, it's cool. It's a good movie. It was scripted well. It just was. I was expecting the original come. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not that.
Yeah, it was family and wholesome. Like
yeah.
it was some of them jokes that they said on the first one, you probably couldn't get past.
No, that's true. But yeah,
Hey, have
coming
you
up.
ever?
Go
Oh,
ahead,
my
Rob.
bad. Go ahead.
No, go
Now
ahead.
I'm finna ask you something real quick. Have you ever seen that like that meme they put out of what was the funniest Eddie Murphy movie out of like Life, Harlem Nights, Coming to America, and I can't think of the fourth one they had on there.
For me, it's gonna be Coming to America.
Okay.
But it's because it's the first movie I ever seen of him outside of Eddie
Okay.
Murphy Raw.
Raw.
Harlem
Yeah.
Nights don't count because he wasn't a comedian in that movie.
Yeah, Harlem Nights had funny parts, but he wasn't being
I
funny.
picked Harlem Nights because that's
Harlem
my
Nights was
favorite.
funny,
favorite
but
movie.
he wasn't being
A
funny though.
comedian.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I might have
He
to
say-
take. I don't know. That work they did in life won't never be duplicated in.
No,
Oh,
life is good too. He got a lot of good movies,
my,
man.
my
We're gonna
bad.
talk
I'm
about
being
that.
tough. Yeah, I
Hey,
apologize.
we got what you talking about,
Yes.
Willis coming up. It's a business.
Him! What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis?
Hey man, unmute your mic first off, man. Unmute yourself, my brother. There you go. All right.
What's good, was Coach Anthony Willis? We had a little audio, problems there, but
Secondly, this the shot clock, man. We can interrupt whenever we want. Hey, pull your screen down, man, like this. People want to see what you got on, my brother. Hey, man, he done went and got GQ'd on y'all real quick, man. Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
hey, my boy G Day. But I'm here to talk about it's a business. So let's get to what business means first off. Business is an occupation or a trade and the purchase and sale of products or service to make a profit. So let's think about that. That means when we talk about it's a business, you have to start thinking about more than just the basketball or part of things for high school kids today. The reason why I thought about this and why it was very important to me is we had a situation that went on recently between a player and a coach. And for me, I feel both was wrong because they didn't think about the business. Meaning, both put each other in a situation that would hurt either way, however it went down. And I think today we have gotten selfish about the business and not thinking about others and how your business not only affects you, but affect others. And that has to do with everything we do in life. When you think about the business, how you take care of yourself, how you work on your game will determine how many minutes you get in a game. How you continue to get better and how you continue to showcase yourself will determine if you play on the next level. And now that we move into this era with the social media that now if you can build popularity, you can make money. So therefore, we have to understand it's a business. And the biggest thing we got to do better with in the basketball community is start working together and understanding how we can help each other move forward. Because when it really comes down to it, I think the biggest problem is nowadays we took the relationship out of business, especially between coaches and players. Where nowadays, I remember when coaches, like I said, it's about mentoring, it's about helping them grow, it's about teaching them. Now it's about making sure that I can keep my job. Okay, well for kids now, I want to make money. I want to go to the next level. There's a lot of selfishness in the basketball world with the business side. And the biggest thing for me is I think it's starting to hurt us more than it's really helping. So we have to understand that business is good, but your business do affect others and not just yourself. So always think about that because in reality, it is about you and not everybody else. And sometimes you got to think about how you handle your business because it's not only going to affect you, but it is going to affect others. Remember, it's a business.
Man, said a lot. Oh, my bad. My bad. Hold on. My bad. My bad, my brother. My bad, my brother.
Say Anthony Tony Soprano. I like what you just did right there, my boy.
Appreciate
I need some spaghetti and some red wine now. Cause it is a business. Hey, I missed the. Hey, oh no. Hold on. I know this Dawson is not in the chat. Where you been? I've been looking for you. I've been searching up and down. Don't talk about no tamales. Where you been? Them tamales must be booming.
Yeah, they booming, boy. They booming. Boy, we got a whole GQ suit on, man. I'm telling you, bro. Got all the merch, bro. Got nothing. Nah, that was just, man. Nah, it is a business, man. It is.
Hey, it is. It really is. And I don't think we understand that part, man. Like really what it means about a business. I don't think we do.
And I think the reason why we don't look at it as a business is because we're too busy looking for the reward in it.
Correct.
So we're not looking to make business decisions because we're too busy worried about what am I getting out of it? You know, where's my praise at? You got to learn how to keep your head down and keep working and keep grinding and keep going and treat it like it's a business. Look, man, a lot of people who say they're your friends, they ain't your friends. This is a lesson that I had to learn as a youngster. Same lesson that I even told my son. Like, a lot of kids you go to high school with, they ain't going to be your friends as adults.
Not really. No, sir. It's only a few. That stay around. Only a few.
I said, the closest friends you're gonna make is the kids, the whoever you go to college with. And then after that, it's gonna be some on the job friends. But besides that, like all these different people, you want to be around this person. I want to play with him. That's my friend. And look, man, it's a business at the end of the day. Y'all can still be cool, but your friend has to understand, look, I'm trying to go somewhere and you're trying to go somewhere. In order for us to both go somewhere, we can't be together all the time.
Yep. And then the other thing is, I think we have to understand this part of it. And I was talking to somebody about it today. Now, it's hard for coaches at any level because if you try to build, a relationship first, it may not always work out for you in the business part of it. And sometimes now you have to almost start with the business and see if they're going to invest in your business and then build the relationship. It's backwards now. Back in the day, you built the relationship, then you figured out how to invest in the business. Today, it's, well, let me handle my business first, then build a relationship with you. And I think that's the biggest thing that we have to understand because that people don't see that things are changing. And I feel like that everybody is starting to be a little bit selfish and not understanding how the decisions they're making or what they do is hurting others because all they want to do is protect themselves first. And to me, that's the biggest issue now with the basketball community because we can't be honest anymore about how situations are, how things are going, different things like that. Things have changed. People have to realize that I got to keep my job first, you know. And, you know, a college coach told me that. He said it's different now because I told him that I had to learn about the recruiting, you know, more, which is why I got and started working with you, G-Days, because after Evan went to college, a lot of the things that I didn't know or didn't understand from a recruiting standpoint, you know, burnt me in some of the decisions I made with helping him. Now I understand it. And it's a business, you know, so we just gotta start thinking like that. You know, it's just it's sad, but that's what it is. You know, so
No, that's true. Go
Can I
ahead, go
give
ahead.
you?
Man. Hold on. Why are you raising your hand?
I,
You was
I want
pulling
the
the
blue
rod,
spot.
man. Go ahead, man.
Like before, I really knew what I was doing with basketball. Like I drove to the SPC tournament, right, in Dallas, private school. Saw the boys, saw the girls, and on the way back home, I blew my transmission on my car. Didn't nobody pay me to go to that event? Didn't nobody like request for me to be there? Like I just got in, luckily, on knowing somebody. I can tell you who I know. It don't matter now. If it wasn't for Colin Smith's dad, you know, who they lost the tough one on national TV the other day. I don't even get in the tournament with media credentials. But when you say it's a business, it really is because you know, after I blew my transmission on my car, I had to get another car or whatever. It just wasn't worth fixing it. So I was talking to G Day on the phone, and I was just like, "How do you make everything work?" And he was like, "That's why you got to charge for your mileage, your gas." And like that was before, you know, we were charging people. You know, we was just trying to get it out the mud. Oh, we could get in. Oh, we there. And that's always been the mentality. But I give 1,000% credit to G Day, Rod, Dre, Bobby, and because they always stamp in my mind like it's a business, Gary. Like as much as because they know how much I love the kids. Like I don't need this basketball shit at the end of the day. Like I got a day job. Like I'm not banking on no kid to go to the NBA. Like I'm not a hanger on. I just happen to know kids that play basketball really, really well. That's it. But at the end of the day, I don't survive and need this like others do. But at the same time, media is our business. And I had to learn from others about how to treat this as a business, how to get the bank account straight, how to make sure you got paperwork so it don't look like, you know, you funneling money out here. But you really not because you buying gas and trying to, you know, figure out how you gonna eat and buy a hotel. In the summertime, the biggest problems is what we gonna eat and how we gonna pay for these $200 hotels a night.
fact.
I get in my DMs, oh, you don't come, you don't. It's not that I don't want to. I'm only one person, baby. I'm one person. And then what I didn't realize is I split my one person between the boys and the girls.
So you actually
So
have.
so thank you. You feel me? But I guess to get off the diatribe, if people don't tell you how to take care of your business, and us as people don't stick together, because Mr. Day could have said, "Oh, you my competitor. I'm not gonna teach you about no business," but he didn't treat me like that, you know. And I'm forever grateful for the shot, my legend.
Mr. Dudes,
Fact.
the business I learned was is when my son got recruited from McNeese, I didn't ask the tough questions. When they said, "Oh man, we feel he's a great program kid, he'll do well," you know, when he's in his junior senior year, you know, that meant, hey, we know your son got good grades. He gonna come in, he gonna keep our GPA up, and we're going to try to give him an opportunity, but we're not trying to teach and grow him. So at this point now, for me, when he started talking to coaches, when he went to Lamar, he was asking questions straight up. Am I gonna play? What are you gonna use me? What position I'm gonna play? How many minutes? And it ain't about the minutes. It's just asking, what do I fit in the rotation? Am I gonna be, here, there, where you see me? Do I need to work for this or whatever? Like that's the thing now. Like, and even now, the next recruitment, as he leads JUCO, he got to ask them same questions. Does it fit him? The style they play? How many guys you coming back? The guy that I see in front of me, is he a leading scorer? Where am I on your recruiting board? Am I your first option, second, third? I didn't ask those questions. All I was worried about was, he got 2 Division I offers. Okay, which one fit? Okay, they like them. Okay, good program is close to home. The basics. It's a business. So it's just like when you go to the job, you're like, hey, so how much I'm getting paid? Well, what's the starting? Okay, I'm looking for this salary. Okay, you offering this. Well, that's what you gotta ask. Like, you gotta ask all those questions. And truthfully, that's the thing now. It's not so much about the old school questions, like you trying to fill out the coach. Is he a good mentor? Is he gonna watch over your kid? And that, your kid going to work. So when he go to work, he going to work. So at that point, it's different. It's different questions. It's different things that you have to, talk about and get people to understand where you're at. And it's not always gonna be a good conversation. But I'll be honest with you, college coach is gonna tell you, they're gonna give you those answers. And it's for you to understand or make a decision on which answers fit you and which situation you like. Simple.
No, true. And even back then, even though we didn't look at it as a business, it still was, because the coach's job is to win games.
Correct.
And that's how he puts food on the table for him and his family and provides. And if he's not winning, he won't have a job. The difference back then and today was, back then kids, it's not that kids didn't want to transfer, kids were scared to transfer because I don't want to waste my time by sitting out a whole entire year. And so then you had kids who started to become brave. It was like, okay, I'm going to sit out, because it used to be you have to sit out a whole year and you couldn't participate in no practices, no nothing. And so now I'm just a student at this new school that I'm going to. I can't participate in those practices, no shoot arounds with the teams, nothing. Then once it became, okay, you can participate in practices and shoot arounds so that you can get better for the next season, then you start seeing more and more kids. This is like late 90s, early 2000s, more and more kids get into the transfer portal. And now it's just super crazy because you can transfer in the middle of the season now. Ain't no more sitting out. I'm unhappy. I've only played 4 games. It's about to be Thanksgiving time. I'm gone. January. Now I'm over here playing. And I'm still not happy. So when this semester over, when this season over, I'm finna transfer again. And that's just how it's going today. And it's just it's and that business aspect a lot of people miss, as Ant was saying, from the recruitment. And you have to do the same thing, parents, when you're dealing with AAU programs. Ask those questions. How will be used? Who else is going to be playing? Or, hey, am I going to be the main option? What's the point of going to playing on the team if you're going to be the 9th, 10th guy off the bench? If you're not within that 8-man rotation, you might as well go find a different situation. And if everywhere you go, you're not in the 8-man rotation, then maybe basketball's not for you. It's just
somebody got to be the 9th and 10th guy.
I mean, somebody do. But are you? But
hey, man,
do you want to? Do you
want to play? Can you handle it? But can you handle that?
Right. Do you want to play? Or do you mind being that? And so some kids do. Some kids, they do mind because they just want to be on the team. They just want something to do for the summer, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then don't get upset when you're just because my son played on the same team with so and so and he's getting recruited. Why ain't my son getting recruited? Just because you played on the same team, just because you outperform somebody who's getting more recruited, just because whatever it is that you have done, whatever you have done against somebody else, and you may have done it better that game, that moment, does not make you a better player, does not make you a better prospect than that person is. Parents don't want to ask the questions because parents like to be lied to, and parents want people to chase them. I want you to beg. I want you to be the Johnny. I want you to be not Johnny Gill. What's my Keith Sweat? I want you to beg. Like that's what they want. They want you to beg for it. Beg, nonstop, whine, beg, cry, please. Come on.
And that's why when they get in that situation, what they told me, it wasn't what it was, and this, and that. Yeah, because they didn't beg to everybody else and told them the same thing.
And you're gonna have people say, They don't know what they talking about. Don't listen to them, whatever. We end up saying, like, around this time of the year, if you go back to our shows from last year and the summertime, we be saying the same thing. People like being lied to. Ask questions. And it's going to be the same horror stories this year. You're going to spend $7,500, $8,000, $9,000, and you ain't going to get nothing out of it. Stop. This is no disrespect to no teams. Stop going to tryouts for circuit teams. If you're trying out, 9 times out of 10, they don't want you. Stop going to circuit team tryouts. The people don't try out for them teams. Like, you gotta, if you really think, like, if you really be focused and into it, what you want to do, the business of it, like you said, the business acumen of it, you will go back and do your research. Go back and look at the players that played on those summer AAU teams in past years and say to yourself, did they try out for that team? No, they didn't. Stop getting tricked by smoke and mirrors. Everybody want to run to the biggest name brand. Like, stop. It's a team for you. Everybody not made for that level. And that's okay. You know, I ain't the same scout as G-Day is. I ain't the same scout as Doug is. Doug, I got you. I ain't the same scout as I ain't forgot about you. I got you. I owe you, Mr. Hayes. I got y'all. I ain't the same scout as Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay because I'm effective in the way that I do my scouting.
Ooh,
Now,
tough. Go ahead, Rob.
Have I taken pieces from everybody? Yeah, but I'm not modeling myself right after Jim Hicks or right after Marcus Sloan or right after Jeffrey Day or Doug. I take a little bit from what everybody doing. I put my own pizzazz on it. Like, we got to be more – y'all got to be more smarter about it. Like, everything somebody say ain't go – it's like a relationship. When you dating somebody, you ain't going to say, hey, man, just to let you know, when I spend the night at your house, I'm going to be drooling on the pillow. My feet stink. I don't cut my toenails. I'm going to be slicing your sheets up. You ain't finna say all that in the first 4 or 5 dates. Now, that might come out 7 months later after y'all dating, but you're not finna go to somebody and say, you know, my brother, man, I snore in my sleep. I'm going to be eating all your kids' fruit snacks. You're not finna say that. So why do you expect the AAU coach to say?
Hey, I'm definitely mentioning the fruit snacks on the second date. I'm that type. Hey, I got a 2-year-old. I gotta let you know it's real. Like,
so why would you think an AAU coach gonna tell you, hey man, you know, I'm gonna tell you we gonna play on this level, but we really on this circuit. I'm gonna tell you I'm getting these kids, but really I'm getting this kid. Or I got a shoe deal, but really I don't. Like, they not gonna tell you that because they want your money. And I'm not saying AAU is all about money, because it's a gentleman with a team on the show right now, so he knows. I'm not saying it's all about money, but you, like Mr. Coach Willis and Gary and G, they said you have to ask questions, man, because when you don't ask questions, then you're being accepting of what anybody gives you. You can't nobody just come tell me, hey man, come watch my son play, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm going. No, who they playing? What because I'm not wasting a game, and I'm not saying I go to games and waste games, but I'm not going to the game and watch your kid do layup lines, and then they sit on the end of the bench with their warm-up suit on. And then you come to me later on saying, oh, man, I don't know why little Johnny didn't even get off the bench. I can't be mad at you. You think your son the greatest kid since Michael Jordan. I have to do my research. So that's all I'm saying, people. Do your research, man. Do good. And AAU coaches, man, I know some of you will not, and I know some of you will. That's just the world we live in. But please try to practice good business habits, man. Please. I see everybody got running with the munchies. It's all about the kids. Is it? Because are you lying to the kids? Are you lying to the kids' parents? Yes, you are. Because you want that money so you can pay those tournament fees and get those pizzas and those hotel rooms. So if it's all about the kids, let's be very transparent.
Mr. Deuce, I was just about to say.
He said cigarette money off the tryouts.
That's what I'm saying. D-Day, can I ask you a question?
You can ask me whatever you want.
Let's just be totally transparent with the people. If you're trying out for a circuit team, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to make it. Right or wrong?
No, that's true. I let parents know when they ask. Like
Gary, these dudes right here, boy, hot today. They hot.
No, this isn't anything that I'm. Look, most of y'all know I'm very transparent. So if you ask me a question, especially if you call me or text me, I'm going to. And if you're asking me for my opinion, I'm going to give you my opinion. Now it's up to you. If whatever you decide to do, that's on you. I don't control nobody's pockets, decisions. I just let you know, hey, this is what it is. So if you still want to do it, hey, fine, that's cool. It is what it is. They're still going to get the kids to come out. I'm not saying not to go out. I'm just letting you know what. Don't go in there expecting one thing, and that's really not what is going to happen or take place. And then you're going to be upset. And then you're going to put all of us in one big bottle and say they were all lying. We're all this. We're all that. No, everybody's not the same. We're all different individuals. But if someone's really trying to help you and be genuine and being transparent and honest, then it's up to you what you take from there. Because if I'm telling you one thing and then you go do it anyway and get upset, if you reflect instead of being so caught up in your rage, if you reflect and think and be like, oh man, they said that. Oh man, Coach Stewart told me that. Oh man, Rob C said that. Oh man, Baller Plug told me. If I go back and I reflect and think about the people who told me red flag, red flag, red flag, but I just kept going anyway, then that's all on you. It's just like I'll use my my son as an example. On the highway, it's a police officer sitting in the middle of the median. You know, I can see the police officer. Slow down, slow down. So if I keep saying slow down, but you just going and bloop bloop. Hey, you can't say I ain't trying to warn you.
That's Elite 14, huh?
Yeah. Yep. You can't say that you wasn't warned. Like it just.
Bro, my man came off another freeway to come find us, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, he chased us down, boy.
On a motorcycle. Like, y'all still giving out tickets, chips? But anyway, that's.
I mean,
hey,
it be kind of disappointing when I hear that, man.
Parents like to be what? Come on, what did y'all start our college conversation with? It's the same for high school.
It is.
I mean, you know, some people just want to be told.
They do. They like.
And when I wake up in the middle of the night and I see certain people who have committed to teams and things like that, I just roll over like, well, in May we gonna see that Twitter rant in May from XYZ Mama gonna be on Twitter speaking all the quotes about they did my baby wrong and da 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 da. No, you did your baby wrong because it's your job to protect your baby. Your baby is your investment. Remember that it's your job as a parent to protect your child. It ain't nobody else's job.
If y'all scared to ask a question, I got a consultant for you. His name is Coach Stewart. He will always be Coach Stewart to me. And guess what? He'll ask the questions and he'll tell you. Or matter of fact, when you tell him the question, he'll probably be able to answer it for you.
Facts.
Mr. Boker, yes. Parents,
yes, everybody does.
Parents call me, they text me for advice. It's college recruitment. Where should I play? Transfer portal in college. I get phone calls on all those different things. I try to stay out of the college mix because that's you're an adult. That's your decisions. You have to do like you're doing in college. Study. You got to study. You got to research. You got to find out what's really what. As Coach Ant was saying earlier, who else they recruit? Who else they looking at? Like
Mr. Becker, how's Wyatt been hooping?
I can't if I'm doing all that research, you can do the same research that I'm doing. You can make the same phone calls that I make. Um, but my gear is more towards high school kids. But I do help college kids out because mentally they're still kids. They're not prepared, and we don't. We as a community don't do a good job of preparing our kids for that. And I know we talked about this before as well. Me and the baller plug was on the phone with a college coach. Called up a player that he's been trying to reach, and this kid just kept not answering the phone, blowing him off. He gets on the phone, for lack of better words, he shits on the college coach, talking about school's not accredited, not this, not that. But then when he finally lets the college coach talk, he finds out it is accredited, it's this, it's that, and it's this level. And then he's just kind of dumbfounded, nothing to say, because everybody preaches, you got to go D1, you got to go here, you got to go there, you got to go there. And so when smaller schools come calling, you really have no clue what they have to offer because you're not even trying to listen. And you don't even know how to talk to a college coach. You disrespecting the college coach. Like,
man, you know what? Let's talk about it. Stop letting kids make adult decisions.
Hey, man. Boy, hey. Boy. Now you talk about my topic, boy. Hey, boy, that's hey, boy, hey. I get tired of hearing, boy, you got 6th and 7th grade kids, parents going to them. Well, I got to ask Johnny and Billy what we going to do if he going to come and train in. Like, what? Boy, hey, boy, I'm going to tell you something. That is the biggest. Now, don't get me wrong. You want your kid to understand certain things. I get it. But you make the ultimate decision because no kid really understands what's best for them. Nobody, no kid.
You're not gonna let your kids pay your taxes in the household.
Fact.
So why would you let them make the decision? I mean, it's like letting for lack of a better word, it's like letting a kid be a GM.
Yeah.
oh shoot!
I don't get that.
Millie, that's funny, boy.
His stock has risen tremendously throughout the season.
Yes, it has.
Hey, that's my guy. That's my guy. Hey, that's my guy.
Hey, that's hilarious. I had to go grab the lasagna out, but that was funny, man.
But Gary, that's boy, that's true words ain't never been spoken.
Right.
This was the rule in my house. If you make a commitment to something, you finishing that commitment. Like, it ain't no, my mama say, hey, boy, you playing basketball? Yes, ma'am. You know they gotta go, you gotta get up at 5:30 and go to practice every morning. Yes, ma'am. If you start, you gonna get your, excuse my language, you gonna get your black ass up and take your behind to that school at 5:30. They know back there, if you play a sport, I don't give a crap if you hate it. You gonna finish it all the way to the end of the season. It ain't finna be no, yeah, man, well, you know what? Coach said something to me in practice, so I ain't going tomorrow. Oh, you going one way or the other. Conscious or unconscious, you're going. If I gotta drag you up out of this bug, you going, man. And Coach, I hear that a lot, man, with younger kids. Well, I gotta talk to little Johnny and Billy and see if it's okay. What? You gotta talk to them.
But I don't, and this is what I don't get. If you want your kids to be successful in basketball, and they're in 7th, 8th, 6th grade, whatever, you're making their schedule when they should go and train, when they should work out. Don't no kid understand. They're gonna be tired. I want to go get on the video game. Or I want to. They don't. Even 9th and 10th graders, they don't understand what they should be doing. Like, they don't know that. And I'm tired of people doing that with AAU teams as well, because if you do that, sometimes that's what happens. Why by mid-season you talking about, oh, I got to go to a different team because of this. Listen, your kid, you having conversation with your kids to understand certain stuff, I'm 100% with you. Because today kids do learn a lot more because of the way that things are. It's out there, social media, different things like that. But ultimately, your kid does not understand how to make a decision. I was taught until I'm able to take care of myself, my parents gonna make a decision. So if I'm still 21 years old and I gotta go home after college, hey, boom, I was 20 years old, still had a curfew. I had to be at home before 2 o'clock. I couldn't go out. Like I couldn't go to clubs. Hey, I couldn't do that. I still had a curfew. So going to clubs and stuff like that at 21 years, I was coming home to college. No. So what I did was, which I ain't gonna say the smart thing, I moved out and got me a spot. But at that point, I had to become a man and learn how to take care of myself. And that was the dumbest thing I ever did, but I didn't sit there and disrespect my parents. That is the biggest thing today. I don't get that. Jamil, right? I did catch the Holy Ghost, because that is the most, like, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Kids come to me and be like, "Oh, we're gonna train. I gotta hit up Billy." What? Training's at 7. He better be there. What does he get to say? He's a 6 or 7 grade, 12, 13 years old. What are we discussing? There's no discussion. Be there.
Say, man.
I will say this before we move on. I agree with almost everything that's been put in the comment sections from everybody, and I appreciate all y'all feedback. I can say this from a gymnastics standpoint. I'll speak on them. Your schedule is created for you, so now it's up to you. You either gonna make the commitment or you're not. It's not no sometimes. It's not no, oh, I gotta check and see, as we do with basketball. So my daughter has been doing gymnastics since she was 4 years old, right? Competitive gymnastics since the 3rd grade. I'm talking about 3rd grade, and right now she's in the 8th grade. So for the past, 6 years, she's been practicing 5 days a week for 5 hours a day, straight, nonstop. They take water breaks here and there, but it's a 5-hour practice nonstop, 5 days out of the week. That is your schedule. If you don't want to do it, you're not on the team. It's just that simple. And this is for a whole entire year, 12 months. And they only do 5 meets out of the whole year. And that does not include going to state. That does not include going to regionals. That does not include going to nationals. You have to qualify to make the state. Then
Tell them what our baby qualified, Mr. Day. Tell them what our baby qualified.
Oh, she qualified for state.
That's and what our baby did.
And that state, she qualified for regionals. She just didn't get to go to regionals because of the pandemic thing messed everything up. But you have to qualify for these things before you even go. Yeah. And so you have to pay your fee. And then guess what? On top of that, then you got to pay the event fees. So you're already paying the practice fees for the whole year. Ain't no, we gonna pay it monthly. No, we want everything right now. This is the schedule. This is a commitment. What you want to do? Okay, now it's event season. This is the payment. You on team or not on team? You on team or not on team?
Hey, D King, bro. I don't got no PO, bro. I ain't never been in jail in my life, bitch. Hey, boy. Hey, you tripping, bitch. Hey, certified boss man. I be your PO. Hey, certified boss
right.
here.
You right. She loves it. It took a long time for me to like it.
Hey, but Mr. Day dedicated, because I be on the phone, I be like, where you at? Taking my daughter to gymnastics.
It's because she wants it. I can't, it's as Coach Stewart said it before. The parents want it more than the kids want it. Look, I can't want, for one, I'm not flipping. Them days is long gone. Like, that was me at the playground when we didn't even have grass on my playground. So you already know I'm in a city-ish. Ain't no grass on the playground.
He say I'm in the city-ish. Hey,
so we flipping and playing tackle, all that. So that was younger, like.
Hey, that's that SWAT, baby. That inner city-ish. Hey.
And so it's just different. And so no, I can't do no splits. None
Mr.
of that.
Dudes,
That's all on her. But guess what? She has to want it. Same thing when my son was coming up. If you want to play basketball, that's on you. Just because I love basketball don't mean you have to love basketball. Just because I'm going somewhere, I'm not taking you with me because you're not finna get on my nerves. And at first, we ain't have these kind of phones. You know, you had the flip joints. They ain't really have games. So ain't no time for you to sit and play no games. You know what you ain't bringing no Game Boys, no none of that. You either coming because you love basketball or you can stay at home with your mama. So then when he decided he wanted it, then he chased it. I didn't chase anything for him. I didn't help him get no looks, no recruitment, no nothing. Because it has to be on him, not on me.
Facts.
Hey, you can't kill me right now, man.
Hey, boy, you stupid, boy.
I'm stepping all on the grass, boy.
Hey. That boy, that's
but no, we do. We pacify kids. We pacify kids. We do. We pacify them. We baby them. We do, and we have to stop. We have to cut it out, because our kids aren't mentally tough.
Nope.
They're not mentally prepared for life as a young adult, and then going into adulthood. A lot of our kids are book smart with no street smart. You know, for lack of better words, not saying you have to rip and run the streets, sell drugs, do all this other stuff to get street smarts. I'm just talking about, you know, saying, hey, this is going on over there. Instead of just standing there watching, no, go home, get out the way. Like, why run towards it? Go ahead,
know
man.
what every freshman in college get caught with? The 3 tops in one ball game.
Yeah.
I've seen so many freshmen lose money on that little game. Teach your kids you're never gonna win on the 3 tops and one ball. That I've seen so many freshmen lose their stipend because they got suckered and they won one game and then they lost the next 7. So that's street smarts. Tell them there's no chance for them to win. It's a big disconnect now, man. It's like
it is also and on that you brought up stipend for kids who get the stipend. Don't go splurging, you know, buying all the J's and buying all this other stuff. Hey, guess what? Because they give you that money, you still got to pay that back. Be smart with it.
Boy,
put
what?
to the side so you can knock off some payments.
Hey, but G-Day, see, you ain't from Houston, but back in the day when we was in college, boys get their refund check and they go to TSU and they got a whip. They got the dubs on in the next week.
Hey, I did the same thing until I realized.
And they got the new J's on their feet.
When I realized I had to pay, like, I'm talking about junior, senior year, like, when I realized, like, hold on, like, I still gotta, even though they give me this money, I still gotta pay this money back. Like, my freshman, sophomore year, I was out there splurging, I know.
Facts. What?
Boy, Mr. Dude say, flip it, man.
Flip it. Hey, facts, though. Facts.
Yeah, and I did that the wrong way too. I did that the wrong way too with the money.
Hey, Mr. Cruz, we gonna need to get you a better Twitter name, bro, because I didn't know forever in the day that was you tweeting until I asked G-Day, because Lord Jesus, please don't rechange the name.
Man, speaking of business, these two dudes put me up on business. If y'all didn't know, Gary, the baller plug, is the reason why I have the moniker Rob C in the gym. Because he made me sit down and think about something instead of putting, I had Rob 1967-95 too. And
I couldn't find that on Twitter to save my life.
And both of them made me up my business acumen with the collaborations of different entities and being okay with opening myself up to being cordial with people in the same field with me. I was always of the mindset you don't fraternize with the competition. You know, this dude to my left was one of my biggest motivators when he first got here and I was doing my thing. Cause whatever him and Doug was doing, I was doing the same thing. Like I done told him this story plenty of times. Like I'd be like, man, I ain't going to that game today. And then I love you too,
Oh,
David. I know you
DK.
coming in the same with the same 2021.
Hold on, you
stuff
ain't let
in
him finish.
2020.
He using big words. He said you using big words, man. That's what.
Anyway, he was one of my biggest competitors in my eyes. It was a friendly competition, but I wasn't gonna let G-Day outdo me. But to get to talk to him, to talk to Gary, to talk to Vincent Sims and the Alpha Flex and understand different business types and different mindsets, man, like that helped me tremendously in my business and the way that I think about scouting and being a man per se. So I want to say this though. Shout out to Travis, Coach Travis Pittman. He on the feed right now. Bradsport head coach got a big
Bradsport,
win
man.
over Stafford.
Hey, coach,
day,
make
man.
sure
So I
you
just
go to
wanna say shout out to him.
bsxscouting.com and go to the Greater Houston area and check out the top 10 ranking, man, for the team rankings, man. But before we get into the top games of the week,
Facts.
I got to play it one more again, man.
Can you make my hair look like this?
Oh, man, what you want to make your hair look like that for? Well, I like the way hair wear natural. That's good, man. You know, I wish more of the young children today would wear their hair natural like Dr. Martin Luther King did. That's right. You ain't never seen Dr. Martin Luther King with no mess of Jerry curl on his head. Ain't that right? Amen. Dr. King ain't come and walk around like that. You know, sweet, I met Dr. Martin Luther King once.
And you lying. You ain't never met Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I met Dr. Martin Luther King in 1962 in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, just walking off, feeling good. I walk around the corner, man woke up, hit me in my chest, right? I fall on the ground, right? And I look up, it's Dr. Martin Luther King. I said, Dr. King. He said, oops, I thought you were somebody else.
Oh, man, you lying. You ain't never met Martin Luther King.
Knocked the wind out of me. Yes, he did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Hey,
boy.
my man's in the back had bread, sopping up the barbecue sauce and juices, man.
Bro, you just
Hey, my
changed
man
the-
got multiple wardrobe changes on the one show.
Bro, watch out, bro. Y'all tripping, bro.
Hey, man,
I'm
when you
about
got,
to get ready to go to practice here soon, bro. Calm
I ain't
down,
got my wallet on me. I was gonna pull out the money, and be like, when you got that money, man.
Hey,
bro.
you
What?
say you finna go?
To practice.
Boy, it's football on, boy.
Hey, the last time, the last time I checked, boy, I don't mess with no pigskin. I do nothing but the round ball, baby. That's it, baby. Oh, hey, listen, I played football growing up. Somebody told me, I was talking to Christian, he's like, hey, I'm watching the Chiefs. I was like, oh, he's like, you know it's playoffs, right? I said, oh, hell no, I ain't know.
You not
Bro.
my type of people.
Hey, all I'm waiting for is the Super Bowl. So I can give me some drinks and some food, and I don't care less who wins. I just gotta hoe up. That's it.
We definitely not inviting you to the Super Bowl party.
Hey, but I'm having a Super Bowl party. I'm doing a conference ball. Come over. I have a conference ball, Super Bowl party, baby.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
It's gonna be
G.
Hey, come get the crawfish, corn, potato. Come get it. Get some shrimp.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Mr. Pearland.
We went to church together. We went to church. Hey,
You ain't
that's thoughts in
never
the
met
face, baby.
Damien
Hey,
Duck King.
that's thoughts in the face, baby.
Hey, man, these dudes is wildin'.
Hey, this is my brother. It's my play brother, man. He passed away almost 9 years ago. This was his clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So I still wear it even though now. So yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I mean, everybody may know him. He went to Humble High School. Aaron Sandler. He played basketball for Coach Martinez. Went to Morehouse for 2 years. Yeah, like he played for Coach Martinez.
But we finna get to these top games of the week. Before we do that, once again, hey, if y'all want to catch the Power 10 rankings, private school, Class 6A, Class 5A, Class 4A, and we even did Class 3A, make sure y'all head over to bshscouting.com right now, where you can go see the rankings, who ranked in the top 10. You can go see their records, where they was ranked at last week as well, and who has also received votes to possibly, be ranked as well. So make sure y'all head over bshscouting.com. Check that out. Also on bshscouting.com, we also got player rankings updated, 22s, 23s, and 24s. So make sure y'all head over there, check that out. We'll also have some position ranking articles coming out and some other things as well. So make sure y'all stay in tune with bshscouting.com. Top games of the week. We're going to kick things off here with Tuesday, January the 18th. I always got to say this at the beginning from now on. It's 104 games going on Tuesday. We just took the time out. We're going to talk about these 6, make some quick little predictions real quick. Y'all can chime in, make y'all predictions as well in the feed in the comment sections. So game number 1, big district matchup going on right here. You got LaPorte versus Goose Creek Memorial. Then you got Manville versus Santa Fe. Santa Fe needs to get a win. Manville sits at the top of the district right now. And then you also have Kincaid versus John Cooper. Kincaid been playing really solid. They beat Grace Christian and then lost a really close game to Houston Christian this past weekend as well. And they take on John Cooper. Rob, who you got?
I got Goose Creek, Manville, and I'm going to take John Cooper at home.
Yep, I got Goose Creek. I got Manville as well. Santa Fe does need to win. They're sitting right there. They're tied. Them, LaPorte, Texas City, they're all tied right there. But Texas City does hold the tiebreaker over everybody else because they did beat Goose Creek. So it's right now LaPorte, Santa Fe. Right now they're battling for that 4th spot. Their first round of district play is already over. But next week everybody's first round will be over. We're going to have a special show for that. As well as everybody gets ready for the playoff push.
I got LaPorte, Manville, and Kincaid.
Okay. Staying on Tuesday, January 18th. These games tomorrow. You got more tough district action going on. District 17, UIL Region 3. That's the Cy Creek, Cy Fair, Stratford, Cy Ridge. All 4 of those teams right now sit at 4-1 in district play. So they're all tied at 4-1. And so after this, there's going to be 2 people who's going to move on to 5-1. So you got Cy Creek at Cy Fair. Then you got Stratford at Cy Ridge. And then also you got Pearland and Shadow Creek. Pearland is sitting at number 2. Shadow Creek sitting at number 1 in district right now. So, a lot of tough matchups going on. I'll go first. I'm going to take Cy Creek. I'm going to take Cy Ridge at home, and then I'm going to take Shadow Creek. Who you got, Rob?
I'm going to take Cy Creek. I think I'm going to go, Cy Creek, Cy Ridge, close game, Shadow Creek.
I got Cy Creek, Stratford, Shadow Creek. Coach Gabe gonna call my line and be like, "You picked against us, bro." My bad.
Also, D King, I know about that game. St. Thomas Episcopal versus Westbury Christian is going on tomorrow as well. That's always a really good game, really close game. And so you never know who's gonna show up, man. You never know who's gonna pull up to that game.
I got
that's a district matchup that's always tough. And so these are the top games for Tuesday that's going on in the area. Remember, 104 basketball games are going on in the city of Greater Houston, in the area of Greater Houston, on Tuesday, January 18th. Moving on to January the 19th, top game is on deck. You got Kuntz versus, how you say that, Rob, again?
Anahuac.
Cool, Anahuac. Kuntz versus Anahuac. You got Spring and Decaney, another big district matchup. You got Ridge Point versus Fort Bend Bush. I'm going to go with Anahuac in this game. Spring has been playing really well, but Decaney at home is always tough. So I'm going to roll with Decaney, and then I'm going to take Bush over Ridge Point.
I'm going to take Kuntz. Spring Decaney. That's a good little matchup.
Spring is in second place right now in that district.
That's because that boy
Coach
took all that pressure off of him and committed early, and now he's just been playing carefree basketball.
That's true. I'm going to take Kuntz, Spring, and Ridge Point.
Who you got, G-Dot?
Dang, Rob, I swayed you on that Spring game. Good job. I got Anahuac. I got Anahuac, Spring, and then, hey, I don't care what nobody says. It's hard to lose two 6'10" guys in your program. The coaching job that Coach Gay has been doing over there at Fort Bend Bush has been marvelous. So I'm gonna take him. I take him and his coaching over Ridge Point, and I know they got a fiery point guard in TJ Ford Jr., but I think Fort Bend Bush got enough team pieces to eke out the win.
Still going on Wednesday, January the 19th. You got Fort Bend Elkins versus Fort Bend Travis. Clear Lake takes on Clearbrook, and then Clear Falls at Dickinson. I'm gonna go with Elkins. Elkins is rolling hot right now in district play. I'm gonna take Clearbrook over Clear Lake, and then Seth Jones versus Orlando Horton Jr. But I'm gonna roll with Dickinson in this one.
Same.
Dang. See, this is really, really tough. I think we unanimous on the Elkins game. That's no disrespect to, Travis and Cam Crockett. Alex Lee and company versus the Millie Boys and company. You know what? I've been picking against the Millie Boys all year. And they've been kicking my ass. So I'm going to go with them. And hopefully I don't mess up their bandwagon. This last game is just too much talent. You got Corey, Orlando Horton, you got Zion Little. Those kids are all friends, and they all play tough. I'm gonna go with Dickinson. They just got a little bit more firepower.
So this is all the 6 games from Wednesday. Also, there's 24 games going on in the Greater Houston area on Wednesday. So if you ain't doing nothing, make sure that you get out, check out a basketball game.
Hey, fellas, what pop out at this week together? It's a movie when we pull up together, though.
Oh, man, we might do something tomorrow, man. Tuesday, man.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, man. We gonna talk about it after. We gonna talk about it afterwards, man. We're gonna pop up on the peoples, man. Friday, January 21st. There's 89 games going on within the Greater Houston area. You got Lamarck versus Stafford. District games gonna be really tough. Texas City at Manville. Texas City is on fire right now, and rightfully so. We talked about them 2 shows ago, talking about if Texas City wants to make the playoff, they need to make that push. Ever since then, they've been getting the wins that they need, and now they sit 3rd place in their district after the first round of district play for them. But they got Manville, who's really tough, and they sit in 1st place in the district. And then number 1 versus number 2 in district, Westfield versus Spring at Spring High School. Rob, who you got?
Stafford, Texas City, Westfield.
I'm gonna go with the home. We got a kid over there at Lamar, Wayne Green. I know how tough Stafford is, but I'm gonna go with my Raptor kid and Lamar. I got Manville. They talented over there. They lost a lot, but they really they kind of okay. And sorry, Leslie, but Zion Pipkin is a force. And the things he's doing over there at Westfield in his first year is just, hey, you can't deny that. So I got Westfield over Spring. But they going to put up a fight, though.
I got Stafford at home, Manville at home, and I got Westfield on the road in this game. Once again, a lot of tough district matchups. We're still on Friday. You got Dawson versus Pearland. Always a big time rivalry game between those two. You got Livingston versus Hardin Jefferson. Livingston's having a really big season. A lot of teams kind of overlooked them, and they've been hooping. But they got to take on very, very tough team in Hardin Jefferson. And then you have East Chambers versus, how you say it again?
Anahuac.
And that's gonna be a really tough 3A basketball game right there. I'll pick first. I'm gonna take Dawson on the road, and I'm gonna take Hardin Jefferson, and then East Chambers. Who you got, Rob?
Same.
I got Dawson and Tyree Davis. Who's been balling his tail off? Wow. I'm gonna pick against Hardin Jefferson. I'm gonna take Livingston, and then we'll run it back with Anahuac against East Chambers.
Okay. So this Friday, 89 games going on. These just 6 games that we decided to highlight. Make sure that y'all get out, check out some basketball. Can't forget about Saturday, January the 22nd. You got 3 12 o'clock games. That's going to be pretty good. You got Bush versus Clements. You got St. Francis Episcopal versus Episcopal. And then you got Decaney versus Nimitz. I'm going to take Clements, Episcopal, and then I'm going to take Nimitz.
I got Bush, Episcopal. Huh?
G-Day, you took Clements over Bush?
Yeah. I'm taking Clements.
Is that the upset pick of the week?
I wouldn't really call that an upset game. That game could go either way. But Clements they'll have all their guys back, so I think they'll be rolling.
You know something we don't. Okay. What you got, Rob?
I got Bush, Episcopal, and Nimitz.
I got Bush, Episcopal. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain. St. Francis Episcopal, they've been getting beat up by better teams just because they're young. I think
they got a good record. They like 19-7.
Dude.
Yeah, but who they playing? What I'm saying is
their losses have been to the tougher teams.
Good teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To good team. So I think those losses that they gonna learn from, I think they could get an upset. I don't, and that's no discredit to Episcopal because they a tough squad. But you know how like when you really, really good and you look at somebody like your little brothers, I think that could happen in this situation. And then I got Decaney over Nimitz.
Okay. Last set of games. This is still on Saturday, January 22nd. These games start at 1 p.m. You got Clear Falls versus Clear Brook. You got Travis versus Ridge Point. And then you got Clear Falls at Cy Ranch. I'll be at the Cy Falls Cy Ranch game. Rob, you can pull up too, man. It's going to be playoff time. Now's the time we can pull up to the same games all the time.
True.
Who you got, Rob?
Oh man, that first game gonna be a classic. But I seen Clearbrook against Dickinson. I gotta go with the Brook, man. At home, it's gonna be
I'm
a
going
phenomenal
Clearbrook
game,
too.
though. Yeah, I got it's another good game. I'm gonna take Travis. Take Travis on the road.
I'm gonna
The
take
last
West Point.
game. I'm gonna take South Falls. Sorry, Miss Raspberry. I'm gonna take South Falls on the last game, man.
I'm gonna do a poll again,
really
man.
well.
Last time I did a poll, the kids got on me.
Oh yeah, I seen that. AJ Baseman was saying they felt yeah.
Oh, hey, these kids be knowing, bro. They be knowing.
Yeah, they do.
Who you got, G-Dot, man?
I got the Millie boys. I'm gonna take them the whole week. I got Ridge Point, and then I got I saw Kobe Raspberry today, so he gonna be happily excited. He gonna shoot lights out. I'm gonna take Cy Ranch over Cy Fall.
All right, and those was our top games of the week.
Ho. You ain't picked the last game, brother.
I know I didn't. I said I'm doing a poll.
Nah. Oh, okay, you did. My apologies. You did.
I'm gonna do a poll, and then once the fans decide, then I'll put my thing in. Hey, the kid. Hey, we gotta motivate the kids. We gotta motivate people. I want to see big crowds at games, man. And that kind of helped push that narrative last time. So I want to do it again.
Facts.
I want to do it again, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We appreciate y'all for taking time out. I know the playoff game is on right now, so I know some people is watching the playoff game as well as the show. Rob, why are you waving your hand?
Because
we watching the game.
Who winning? Because I ain't paying attention.
It's 0-0.
I ain't paying
6
attention.
to go in the first.
Ooh, yeah, they like the underdog row, Rob. You ain't pick. You talking about hotty toddy. Rob be talking about all that hotty toddy, Mr. Raspberry, but he didn't even pick y'all, man.
Hey, man, I got to be real with myself. You feel me? That's how I feel. It's no disrespect against the
Mr. Dudes, we would be remiss if we didn't do the top 10 for this week.
Mr. Dudes, go fix your Twitter account.
Before we roll, as always, you know what? Next time I may do top 10 first. I may switch it up on them.
Make the people watch early.
Yeah,
early,
and then hit them again at the end with it. I may do it double. I may do it 3 times next time. May switch it up a little bit. Hey, top 10 plays of the week.
Hey,
top
man,
10 plays of the week.
that Chris Johnson dunk was crazy, but that Larry Lyons dunk was nasty. That
Larry
boy
Lyons
was
got bounced.
nasty. That boy went. Ooh, what the world?
It was a lot of good
Oh yeah, the
plays
top
this
10
week.
was.
A lot of good plays, man. Once
Is
again,
that
we
the
got
best
Christian
one we
Dudes
ever did?
Grayson. We had Christian Dudes Grayson top. He was number one last week. This week he had 2 spots though, 10 and 8.
Yeah,
So
2
that's
spots.
3 times
He
already.
almost about to. He out with Jalen Benoit, right? Like
Yeah. Hey, Jalen Bernard was number one like 4 weeks in a row though.
Yeah, he
dunking-
was.
Hey, he was dunking on everybody.
Hey,
But yeah, no, but right now, like he's tied with him and Sean Jones have been on top 10 the most. And then Chris Johnson's right after that. So hey, y'all go out and make winning plays. Like don't just try to do plays to make top 10, but winning plays to help your team get wins. But if it is noteworthy, please make sure to tag us, send it in, post it so I can find it. Once again, we want everybody to have a really blessed week. We want you to be positive. We want you to remain focused. Whatever your goal is, stay driven towards that. Put God first, man. Anything you want to leave the people with?
I do. It's all gonna work out on God's time.
Always, yes, sir.
Hey, that's crazy. We all about to say something like that because we ain't talk about this. And the thing I want to say is, God always gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So just remember that. Whenever you think that your battle is hard, there's always somebody going through something tougher than you. So there's sunshine on the other side of that cloud, man. Remember that.
Yes, sir. And this is the shot clock.